एक बात तो तय हो गई, अच्छे दिन आएंगे और ज़रूर आएंगे, थोड़ा वक्त लग सकता है। तो एज संत कबीर सेज, धीरे धीरे रे मना धीरे सब कुछ होए, माली सींचे सौ घड़ा ऋतु आए फल होए। ऑल वी नीड टू हैव इज द पेशेंस, अदरवाइज थिंग्स लुक प्रीटी गुड। सेहत और इन्वेस्टमेंट हमेशा कल से शुरू होती है, और जाहिर सी बात है आमतौर पे ये कल जल्दी आता नहीं। इस दौरान बहुत सारे सलाहकार जल्दी हेल्थ बनाने और जल्दी वेल्थ बनाने की अपनी अपनी राय भी बिना मांगे दे जाते हैं। आवर नेक्स्ट स्पीकर, बिफोर आई टेक हिज नेम, टीवी पर दो दत्त आते हैं और आमतौर पे उनके साथ नेगेटिविटी बहुत जुड़ी होती है। मैं नाम ले सकता हूं, बरखा दत्त और संजय दत्त का। तो उस नेगेटिविटी को दूर करने के लिए हमने एक दत्त नहीं दत्ता बुलाया है। आवर नेक्स्ट स्पीकर इज मिस्टर करण दत्ता। करण दत्ता is Chief Business Officer at Axis Mutual Fund. Before I talk more about him, for me, he was my senior colleague at Franklin Templeton Investments. Karan is known for his leadership style. And on the lighter note, Karan is regarded as most stylish person of mutual fund industry. Karan is a sports enthusiast, and you can see that mark on his forehead in a while. Karan is Chief Business Officer at Axis Mutual Fund. Karan is a postgraduate management with over 18 years of experience in sales and distributions of financial products. His previous experience includes Goldman Sachs AMC, Franklin Templeton AMC, and Birla Sun Life Distribution. In his current role at Axis, Karan looks after sales and distribution and marketing and investor services functions. Thanks to his leadership style, Axis Mutual Fund, when it entered into the market, it was at 37th rank. Today, as of 31st January, they are at 11th rank in the industry. Axis Mutual Fund, as of date, manages approximately 40,000 crores of assets under management. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for Mr. Karan Datta.
Barkha Dutt, Sanjay Dutt, Karan Datta. That I'm going to remember that, Vinayak. मैं बदला जरूर लूँगा तुझसे. Illustrious company, but thanks a lot. Really appreciate it, and thank you all for being here. First, I actually want to thank Navneet. Where are you, Navneet? He's a really good thinker for the mutual fund industry. Everything Navneet says and writes, we all in the industry listen to him very carefully. He is brilliant, and whatever he said today, Navneet, thanks for making it so clear and so lucidly told to us that बस अगर इस दुनिया में एक देश है तो वो अपना देश है. And that, I think that's, you brought it out beautifully. Thank you. So as far as my job now is concerned, many of my colleagues actually tell me, Karan, तू म्यूचुअल फंड कब बेचता है? Half the time we're talking about sports. So when are you talking about investments? And this is a wrong time to be doing this. This is March, like appraisal times. So to all my colleagues and to my boss who may actually now want to know, okay, तू म्यूचुअल फंड कब बेचता है? I'm back to selling sports ideas. First things first, this thing is really fascinating. Did you all get the invite? Make in India. And when I saw the invite, make money in India. एक तो यार आप लोगों का ingenuity पे, this, you deserve a round of applause for the ingenuity on that. Make money in India is really fascinating. So what I'm going to do is, for some time, you'll have to bear with me. I'm going to move away from this whole investment world to the world of a bit of sports and a bit of what is happening in this country. अपने देश में हो क्या रहा है? And to begin with, I want to share with all of you 4 stories. Now, I could have picked any 4 stories. I could have picked stories which which I read, etc. But these are 4 stories which I have experienced personally. I know all these 4 people in my life. I've had the, just the sheer good luck of having spent a little bit of time with all 4. So with your permission, can I share my experience of these 4 people with you all? Do I have your permission to do that? Thank you. I'm not sure आप लोगों को कितनों को आप recognize करोगे इस list में? Any guesses? Who are these 4? One is Nawaz. Sindhu. Who are the other 2? Sarpanch. What's her name, sir? Chavi Rajawat. And the last one is Arunima Sinha. So I'm just quickly going to take you through 4 different people, nothing to do with mutual funds, nothing to do with investments. They actually don't have anything in common with themselves. But let's just see what they do. So this is PV Sindhu. I met her about 14 months ago. Good fortune of going to the Gopi Chand Academy in Hyderabad. Badminton is my favorite sport. I'm okay at it. खेल लेता हूँ थोड़ा बहुत. I went to the academy, went and met Sindhu. She was, as usual, started her practice at 8 in the morning, and it goes on till, any guesses? 8 in the morning, that day she started. नहीं sir, वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया. That is sounding as if I have gone for work. Till about 4 in the afternoon. Continuous training, and that too under the eagle eyes of Gopi Chand. And I must tell you one thing, she's all of 18 years old. My daughter is now 15, and when I see my daughter and this 18-year-old, there's a vast difference in how this girl approaches life. 18-year-old, and the fascinating thing is that now she's been at it for over 10 years. She started at age 8. At age 8 is when she started. She started going with her dad at 4 in the morning. Auto rickshaw में बैठ के ये लोग जाते थे. Father used to take every day 4 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon under the eagle eyes of Gopi Chand, 10 years. And what has happened is that she's become world number 3 is when this photograph was taken. At global rankings, she is amongst the top 8 in the world right now. She's now about 19 and a half. My own prediction is that when she's 21, she'll break into the top 5 in the world. And perhaps by 23, when she is 23, which is approximately another 4 years from now, or 3 or 4 years from now, she'll be a top 3 player. There is a chance that she may actually become the number 1 player in the world. And that's at the age of 24, after she started at 8. It's a journey that has almost taken 15 years. I want to tell you something about what happened with her in personally. I mean, उसकी बहन की शादी थी. Even for her बहन की शादी, she didn't go for that because that was practice time. That's dedication. And all of 19 years old. So many things I can keep talking about Sindhu. We all hear about Saina Nehwal. And Saina Nehwal practices on one court and Sindhu practices on the other court. They kind of practice with each other. And we all know Saina, see what Saina has done. But keep your eyes out on this stock. It's a mid-cap stock today. It will become a super large cap in 4 years' time. So this was Sindhu. I want to take you into a different world altogether. A lady called Chavi Rajawat. Fascinating story. It's right, really, you must go on YouTube. आप ज़रूर YouTube पे जाइए, type Chavi Rajawat, see her videos. She's the first woman sarpanch in this country. And look at her illustrious background. She's an MBA. She studied at Lady Shri Ram Mayo School, worked at Airtel, worked at some of the biggest MNCs, and ended up becoming the first woman sarpanch in India. We had the pleasure of inviting her over for one of our sessions at Axis, and we heard her speak. My God, पता ही नहीं था, मतलब, I don't know how to explain what a sarpanch's role is and what a woman sarpanch can achieve. Those kind of, they were in our audience, they were like goosebumps because here is a lady who had to now fight with the administration so that she can create toilets in her village so that ladies, if they want to go and use a toilet at night, don't have to break their bones because there's no light, and when they walk, they fall and they break their bones. That's the job that she was handling. Manrega has a system of giving you money. पैसे आने चाहिए मनरेगा में, आपका एक, you will get 400 रुपए. आते आते you are entitled to get 400 रुपए, but you get 100 rupees. बाकी 300 रुपए gone. She fought with the administration, got everyone the right entitlement. And there are n number of stories that she ended up doing as a sarpanch. Like I said, आप जरूर YouTube पे जाइए. I can keep blabbering about it, but when you hear her speak about it, it's just truly remarkable. And she spoke to us for like an hour and a half. पता ही नहीं चला. I'll take you to another story. How many of you know about Arunima Sinha? Is there anyone here who's 3, 4, 5? You've heard her speak? So this is an absolutely, I don't know how to label this example story. For me, she's my hero. And literally like 2 months ago, like about a month ago, we had the opportunity of again inviting her and speaking to my colleagues. And I told her when she was going to speak that you are our hero. She is the first lady, double amputee, to have climbed Mount Everest. Now, a normal human being climbing Mount Everest is a big deal. A double amputee climbing Mount Everest was a story that shook us to the core, and one of my colleagues is here. Arunima's story was unimaginable. Just to give you a bit of a background, she was thrown out of the train. Robbers wanted to take her gold chain. She was thrown out. And I don't want to get into the graphic details of this, but she was on the tracks for 8 to 10 hours, and some 35 trains must have gone over her legs. And what she said is there was a reason why she survived. The survival had to have a reason. And she's a national volleyball player for India. Now, as a sports person, if you tell the sports guy, like boss, abhi to kuch nahi kar sakta, that is like saying mar gaya. And she realized that boss, agar main zinda hu, abhi bhi zinda hu, after 8 hours and everything is destroyed, there has to be a reason. So she said, fine, I'm not going to give this up. And on the tracks, and Jigar, correct me if I'm wrong, on the track she decided that I will climb Everest. And the story is just, like I said, I can't get into graphic details. But the first thing she did is contact Bachindri Pal. Bachindri Pal is India's best mountaineer, and the rest is history. So many times she could have lost her life. She lost her oxygen tank. I mean, people said, "Tum zinda aa hi nahi sakte." As clear as that. But here is Arunima, not only zinda, not only Mount Everest, now she's climbed all 7 peaks in the world. One of the most fascinating stories that you'll ever hear. That's a photograph. And then she explained to us how to even hold this flag. She didn't have the energy to hold the flag. Upar se she carried some cameras ke mera video bhi le lena. Anyway, it's great fun listening to her, not her actual story. The last story is Nawaz. And what I've written out there is actually true. He was an NST, National School of Drama graduate by day, gatekeeper for that school at night. No money, Delhi. It's a Delhi boy. And do you remember seeing Sarfarosh? Right? That's where he first featured, like for maybe like a 3-minute cameo where he's getting hit all over the place by Amir Khan. He's getting, who remembers him again after Sarfarosh? Anything else you remember about Nawaz? Munna Bhai MBBS. Shul. 20 second. क्या किया उसको? मार पड़ी होगी.
नहीं लेने आता है, ऑर्डर लेने आता है मनोज वाजपेयी और जब रवीना बैठे रहते हैं
हाँ, अच्छा.
तो वो 15 सेकंड आई थी.
15 second.
और कम. वो सिर्फ ऑर्डर लेना था, हाँ क्या चाहिए.
So most of the pictures now, he used to get beaten up. तो उसके माँ बाप बोलने लगे यार तू छोड़ दे, तू पिटता ही रहता है, तो most of the time. Then there was this movie Dave D. आपने देव डी देखी है? Have you seen that song? तेरा जलवा. Oh my God, it's like a hilariously done song. Dave D, he came in that one song, after which Anurag Kashyap saw him. And Anurag Kashyap, after he saw him, told him कि बस एक दिन मैं तेरे साथ पिक्चर जरूर बनाऊंगा, and that picture happened to be Gangs of Wasipur. And again, Nawaz's story is, after that, you know about Nawaz. But very few people will know this, that he came to Bombay penniless, as most aspiring actors come. And obviously with friends, staying most toughest conditions, trains, etc., etc., etc. And but didn't break. His spirit didn't break. Till one fine day, between his friend and him, they were left with 5 ruपया. उस दिन they broke. टूट गए. And they started literally crying. And he was telling me the story because fortunately I just met him and
उन्होंने इसने बताया कि बताया इसके लिए दोस्त था पार्टनर, वो पागल हो गया था लास्ट में।
but ये भी उतना ही वहाँ तक पहुँच ही गया था. And that's the intensity with which I heard. So at last $5, completely broken, and he just broke down and cried. And eventually, like I said, Anurag Kashyap came and Gangs of Wasipur happened. And this is how Nawaz is now. He's represented India at Cannes, one of the most illustrious film arenas you can represent India at. Why am I telling you this? Completely unrelated. There are 4 different stories, but one of the things that there is a common thread in these 4 stories, which is what I wanted to bring out and share with all of you. These 4 guys and ladies have withstood the toughest and harshest conditions that have been put in front of them. Toughest. There are no toughest. Conditions can't get tougher than this. That I'm, at least, मेरे को नहीं दिखता है. They're now at the top of their professional careers. They're all numero uno. They're all world class. They're not just domestically known people. They're all at a level that is beyond their. They've gone beyond what was expected of them. They actually represent the diversity of our country. आप देखिए सोचिए, नवाज एक तरफ, अरुणिमा एक तरफ, Sindhu is from Hyderabad, and Rajawat, Chavi is from Jaipur. You just look at the diversity of this country. They represent all parts of this country. And they're superheroes, they just didn't give up. They just didn't give up. And I'm not trying to, मैं sermon नहीं दे रहा हूँ. Like I said, these are 4 stories I have personally experienced at every point in time. And I want to share them with you. With that background, I want to get into some bit about what is the world of sports and how do I eventually equate it with investing. So, by the way, this is the mission statement of a company, of a foundation. 6 grams of gold can lift the worth of a nation. 6 grams of gold can lift the worth of a nation. And 6 grams of gold is that Sone ka medal, which you get in the Olympics. It's just a very profound statement. It's very deep. It's the mission statement of an organization called the Olympic Gold Quest. It's run by the best sportsmen in India, ex-sportsmen. Viren Raskina is the CEO. Some of the best people have funded it, and their job is to get India gold medals in Olympics. I'm going to talk to you about some bits of that. Do I have your permission? Dhila wala, yes? Yes. Okay. There's something happening in this country. Apart from what Navneet said, कुछ तो हो रहा है अपने देश में, which is really remarkable. And I'm like I said, इस बारी मैं आपसे कुछ और की बात करूँगा. I mean, it's about something that we don't generally spend a lot of time on, and this is about sports. There's something happening, and I picked this up one fine day. I was having tea, 2014 का, and I saw this. मैंने कहा यार ये बंदे कौन हैं? I didn't recognize any one of them. I said, look, Karan, you should be embarrassed. You think you play, but you don't know a single guy out here or girl. That's when I started spending a bit more of time what's happening in Indian sports. Hockey, wrestling, kabaddi, shooting, boxing, there is a revolution taking place in this country. And it's taking place at the most grassroots levels. And I'll take you through a few examples of what's happening. Actually, we're becoming world beaters. By the way, it's not just cricket, which we are good at. We're now competing with the world's best in some of the most toughest sports. Wrestling, boxing. You think of it, we are competing with the world's best. And so whether it's Jeev Milkha Singh, Hina Sidhu, of course I spoke about Sindhu. So now what I'll do is quickly stop for like a minute or two. And how many of you know of these three sisters? They're wrestlers. Geeta, Babita and Vinesh, and they won Commonwealth golds very recently. They are going to be representing India at Rio 2016. They are a very strong, we're hoping that between the three they get something. I have a small video. Can I play that for you all? It's a Amir Khan thingy. Okay, if I find the cursor.
And Babita Kumari.
Can you hear?
गीता, बबीता, आप लोग हरियाणा के रहने वाले हैं, एक छोटे से गांव के हैं। आपकी फैमिली में कभी किसी महिला ने इससे पहले कुश्ती में भाग लिया है?
जी नहीं।
अच्छा, आपके गांव में किसी महिला ने कभी कुश्ती की है इससे पहले?
नहीं,
कभी नहीं। तो आप लोग फिर कुश्ती में कैसे आ गए?
क्योंकि मेरे दादा थे, वो भी पहलवान थे और मेरे पापा भी पहलवान रहे हैं, तो उनकी वजह से हम रेसलिंग में आए हैं। जब 2000 ओलंपिक में कर्ण मल्लेश्वरी ने ओलंपिक में मेडल जब लिया, तो पापा ने ये सोचा कि मेरे घर, मेरी भी तो 4 बेटियां हैं, जब ये ओलंपिक में मेडल लेके आ सकती है, क्यों नहीं मेरी बेटियां भी ओलंपिक में लेके आ सकती।
तो क्या शुरुआत में क्या बोला पापा ने, हम रेसलिंग करना कर से?
नहीं, जब स्टार्टिंग हमने की तो पापा हमें दौड़ मरवाने के लिए खेतों में लेके जाते थे, दौड़ाते थे। लेकिन जब धीरे धीरे टाइम निकलता गया तो ट्रेनिंग टफ होती गई पापा। और
टफ मतलब क्या होती?
पापा जो ट्रेनिंग करवाते थे वो लड़कों के साथ, हम उनके साथ प्रैक्टिस करते थे, और अगर वो उनसे हम किसी दौड़ में पीछे रह जाते हैं या जोर करते टाइम हम उनसे कमजोर पड़ जाते हैं, तो पापा मारते भी थे।
मारते थे आप?
मारते थे, बिल्कुल।
और आपके पापा का हाथ मैंने देखा है। बहुत बड़ा हाथ है उनका।
और गुस्सा भी वो काफी करते थे।
अच्छा।
और जो मुझे लगता है, और कई बार ऐसा सोचते भी थे कि अगर हम किसी दूसरे अखाड़े में या कहीं और स्टेडियम में हम होते, अगर ऐसा कोच मिल जाता पापा जैसा, तो हम कभी भी नहीं जाते वहाँ पे, वापस घर ही आ जाते।
अच्छा, आप छोड़ के घर आ जाते? बहुत तंग किया आपके पापा ने आपको?
बिल्कुल, बहुत ज्यादा। कोच अगर स्टेडियम में होते, कहीं होते, तो ये होता कि ट्रेनिंग टाइम पे बोल दिया।
हाँ।
लेकिन पापा तो घर आने के बाद खाते पीते फिर वही बात,
फिर ट्रेनिंग, मतलब घर में भी ट्रेनिंग।
तो शुरू में मुझे गीता से ज्यादा पिटाई पड़ती थी। गीता काफी अच्छा करती थी उस टाइम।
अच्छा।
लेकिन जब बाद में मेरी थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस ठीक हो गई, तो मैं, पापा जितनी प्रैक्टिस करवाते मैं कर लेती थी। गीता थोड़ी कम करती थी। तो पापा फिर इसको डांटने लगे कि ये इसने तो धीरे धीरे स्टार्ट ऊपर किए, तो ऊपर से नीचे आ रही है,
क्यों कम हो रही है? तो आपने क्यों कम कर दी बीच में, क्या हुआ?
पापा की मेहनत इतनी ज्यादा होती थी कि वो ऐसा होता कि लड़कों के बराबर ही प्रैक्टिस, जितनी लड़कों को होती थी उतनी हमारी होती थी। हम बोलते थे कि तुम क्या लड़कों से खाते कम हो जो इनसे कम मेहनत करोगे, इतना इनसे ज्यादा ही तो कुछ ना कुछ खाते हो।
देखिए, एक बात तो मुझे आपके पापा की माननी पड़ेगी कि उनकी जो थिंकिंग है, देखिए मारना वारना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन जो उनकी थिंकिंग है कि आप लड़कों से कम नहीं हैं, वो बहुत करेक्ट थिंकिंग थी उनकी. क्या बात है.
So that was, they are going to get medals for us. 2016 Rio, and then 2020, in 2020, one of the, it's a very tough sport, and we seem to be doing well in this particular sport. I'll take you to another one. हीना सिद्धू. Actually आजकल हम लोग shooting में काफ़ी माहिर होते जा रहे हैं, 10 meters, etc. And anyone who's heard of हीना सिद्धू out here? Yeah, that's great. I know that you know her personally, Ajit. That's great. 5 times medalist. She's inspired by Bindra and Rathore, who everyone would know of. There's a very quick video. I'll just take, like, it's a minute's video. Have a look at this. And
My name is Hina Sidhu and I'm 22 years of age. I'm from Patiala and I'm an air pistol shooter. For me, the physical sports were like a challenge. When I got really tired of studying all the time, I thought I could just pick up shooting as a hobby. I started training hard and I reached into the team. I got selected in the team in a year after starting shooting. It started with Rathore's medal to show us that it's possible, and Abhinav's medal confirmed it, that yes, it's there, it's within our reach. Win the medal, you see your flag going up and you see the national anthem being played. It's such a good feeling, as if you're on top of the world.
This is Hina Sidhu. Again, I think you should go up on YouTube. कभी देखिएगा इसका her practice session and all. She's again a medal hopeful, both at 2016 and for sure at 2020, whenever that happens. 5 times CWG medalist. And I can go on and on. Kashyap, who everyone would know. And yesterday, actually, I was reading this. Like I said, my favorite sport is badminton. The guy called Srikanth. He's just beaten the world #1. Amazing story. I can't believe that he's beaten the world #1. So कुछ तो हो रहा है अपने देश में. आप एक चीज और नोटिस करिएगा, they are not team sports. I mean, if you think about it, badminton is not a team sport, boxing is not a team sport, wrestling is not a team sport, shooting is not a team sport. Do you see a trend here? So in team sports, we don't seem to be doing that well as much as we're doing in individual sports. And I thought a little bit more about it. 2 things came to my mind, and I'd probably right at the end of the presentation, which is not too far away, I'll explain that to you. But what I learned is that boss कुछ तो अपने देश में हो रहा है. 2 things are happening. One, बच्चा are saying boss चल खेलते हैं, and parents are saying चल go live your life. Infrastructure has also started to improve. Actually, infrastructure has started to improve. The minute you give good infrastructure to kids and at the grassroots level, we're starting to produce world beaters. And वो भी बस ऐसा नहीं है कि everyone knows their names. And by the way, the list is reasonably long. It's not a small list. And you know, there are like 7-8 more people. 2016 पे आप नजर रखिएगा, आपको अच्छे नाम दिखने वाले हैं. Why am I telling you this? Because one of the visions of Olympic Gold Quest is that in 2020, India should get 20 medals. And there is a direct proportional relationship to medals and the GDP of a country. It's now mathematically proven, and I can tell you very quickly here, the best countries in the, like, titled as superpowers are the front runners when it comes to medals. It was the USSR to begin with, And now it's the US, it's China, and Russia. All I'm saying is just think about this. In 2020, if your country, India, wins 20 medals, you're on the path to becoming a superpower. Because what it is doing is actually you're spending time and energy and effort and infrastructure in building sports, which can only come if you're interested in building the culture of a country. And to my mind, this is the biggest story that is starting to happen in this country, and it's not about cricket. It's not about team sports. So there is this movement happening, and if we do, it's not about if, actually I correct myself. In 2020, just 6 years from now, if this country will win 20 medals, my theory that this will be a superpower in the making has to reflect in the markets as well. And where's Navneet? Where are you, sir? Ye mera theory, this one theory you can, by the way, it's mathematics, it's been proven. There's a lot of research around it. And why even research? Just think, I mean, the number one country winning Olympics is the US. It used to be the USSR till it broke. After it broke, it became Russia, and now at 3. And the number 2 country is China. And which are the superpowers in the world today? It's the US, China, and to some extent Russia. So I would think in 2020, don't worry about the markets 1 year from now. Just think of what the markets could be in 2020. And think if we get 20 medals. I have this last video. I don't want to spend too much time on videos. Let me end with a couple of slides. My lessons from sports. Just sharing. You may like it, you may not like it, but I got the opportunity to kind of share this with all of you all, so I'm sharing it. I think sports are the ultimate test of human endurance. They really are. They're physically very demanding. They're emotionally very challenging. Physically demanding, I just got banged by a ball, almost lost my eye. So then my wife says, Karan, तेरे को याद है ना एक बेटी भी हमारी मेरी responsibilities हैं. So I said, okay, आगे से helmet पहनूंगा. So they're very, very challenging. They drain you out emotionally. Half the sportsmen and sports ladies, actually they just burn out because of the emotional pressures just the stress that they have to deal with. And in my learning, I've realized that actually business is like sports. Business is really demanding. It sucks you out physically, it sucks you out, drains you out mentally. So I realized, boss, if I'm playing a sport, why don't I run my mutual fund dhanda also like a sportsman? So one of the lessons I learned is approach this business of mine as if I'm playing a sport. Extremely demanding, and then for that, one of my recommendations is please pick up a sport also. कुछ तो खेलना चालू करिए. Because इतना पैसा बनाने के बाद, if you don't enjoy it, you're not really going to have too much fun. So, and I'm not talking about मैंने पैसा बनाया, I'm saying for all of you guys who actually made money, you have to pick up a sport, however basic it may be. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just, here is the truest advice I can give anyone. Just wear your running shoes. The toughest thing is to bando the lace. It's not the running. It's not the running. लेस बांधना सबसे मुश्किल काम है. जिसने लेस बांध दिया चल ही लेगा. So please लेस बांधना शुरू करिए. Play a sport, run whatever you do, whether you're a professional, whether you're a businessman, whether you're a dancer, approach it as if you're a sports person, and I think life will work out well. Last but not the least, what has all this got to do with investing? Why am I giving you all this talk on Saturday, 9 o'clock? इससे investing का क्या लेना देना? हल्का सा है, which is my last slide. Sports. I've been saying this. Individual sports seem to be doing better in India than team sports. We are unearthing talent from various parts of the country. पता ही नहीं चल रहा talent कहाँ से आ रहा है. I think that's the खूबसूरती of this country. अपना depth ही इतना ज़्यादा है. Like Navneet was saying, वो Aswal is the 7th largest for Snapdeal. If that is true, then अपने sports person भी वहीं से आएंगे. There is this girl, I may get the name wrong, but her sport is archery. Geeta Kumari. I'm sorry, I may get the name wrong. Deepika Kumari. For sure, she's going to win us an Olympic. She's come from the deepest part of this country. And that's actually true. One of the things that I've spoken on n number of times, infrastructure is improving. Tabhi to aa rahe hain. Now, Fogart's sisters, their father has created a world-class akhada. That she didn't say. By the way, it's a world-class akhada. That is why agar Russians pahunch gaye wahan pe, so they will learn a thing or two. It's a huge, brilliant infrastructure. Gopi Chand's Academy. Boss, they say that he is now an escalator for creating badminton players. Kabhi aap jayega Hyderabad, just go to the academy. It's like a factory. They're producing players. The Chinese are wondering ke ye ho kya raha hai. So the infrastructure is actually improving. The last thing is that we've started, all of this has happened, and we are creating world beaters. So this is the world of sport. In investing, if this is true, my number one suggestion is please define your individual goals. Nothing matters more than that. I am telling you this from 20 years of experience of selling mutual funds. I am an investor in mutual funds for 20 years. The only thing me and my advisor talk about are my goals. Nothing else matters to me. ये भी मैं आपको personal experience बोल रहा हूँ. Markets, performance, funds, schemes are immaterial. They don't matter. My daughter's marriage, my retirement, my holiday, my car, that's what matters. As an individual, it's my dreams that I have to protect. It's my goals. And my suggestion is please define them. Otherwise, you will always be at the mercy of the markets, which is absolutely not in your control. The second thing is, just like India is unearthing talent from deepest parts, please reach out to advisors. And I'm a mutual fund guy. I've been selling mutual funds, like I said, for 20 years. I have an advisor. I have an advisor without whom I couldn't have reached the little I've reached in my life. Again, personal experience. The role of an advisor is that of a coach. Coach होता है, सब कुछ जानता है आपके बारे में. It's like, actually मेरा advisor knows more about me personally than sometimes even what my wife would be knowing. Not because I don't tell her, but उसको पता है यार अभी now Karan is bothered about Meher, my daughter. और अभी अब Karan को retire होना है, बहुत हो गया mutual fund. So I'm just saying, I'm leaving this thought with you that reach out to coaches, reach out to advisors, tell them your dreams and tell them your plans. They can handle it. The third thing is, just like infrastructure has improved, actually अगर आप सोचें ना, investment architecture बहुत improve हो गया अपने देश में. Like for example, mutual funds now have this 25-year track record. It's a brilliant track record, one of the best in the world. Forget being really good in India. I think it's very transparent. It's brilliantly managed. Whether it's SBI, Axis, HDFC, Pru, you got such a beautiful range of some really good investment infrastructure. Make use of it. And the last, perhaps the most important thing, is the last point there. छोटा सा point है, but आप अपने आप से ये ज़रूर पूछिए, please, are you here to make money or are you here to create wealth? This single question will define how you view your investing habits. Are you here to make money or are you here to create wealth? Money is 2016, wealth is 2020. Wealth creation happens over decades, never in years, decades. It's called decadal wealth creation. And wealth creation is very big. So I'm just repeating this once again. Are you here to make money? Are you here to create wealth? This country will afford you so many opportunities to create wealth, provided you let it happen. So my only last submission is, ladies and gentlemen, it's by 2020, your country will get 20 medals. We will become a mini superpower. Enjoy that ride. Stay invested. Define your goals. Reach out to these advisors and have fun. Thank you.
Thanks, Karan, for this inspiring presentation. We can take 2 or 3 questions if you want.
I have no idea. No, actually, I didn't mean to say we are bad team players. So let's take the example of hockey. And hockey has changed. I'll give you the example. आपको मैं hockey का example देता हूँ. Amsterdam में there are 200 AstroTurf facilities. In Amsterdam city, there are 200 turfs. अब बच्चा जो अपर केजी का है वो भी AstroTurf पे खेल रहा है. Any guesses इंडिया में AstroTurf कितने हैं? Single digits. So there are reasons why we've not been the best in team sports. And by the way, Olympics में ना आप just think about it, सबसे ज़्यादा medals actually individual sports में ही हैं. और अभी तो मैं athletics पे आया नहीं था, where we are not very good. So to some extent, it's also the demographics of this country where people are just look at this. Average age of this country is 25 to 28. अब नौजवान क्या करेगा? खेलेगा, कूदेगा, भागेगा, दौड़ेगा. So I think that whole ecosystem is starting to create more individual players. And people like OGQ, and I think you must go and everyone should just go read OGQ. They're actually supporting it. So they're very, very supportive of what's happening, and just the infrastructure creation is more now getting towards these sports because the intent is to get more medals. So I think that's one of the reasons.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
One difference I can see is, in sports, in the individual sports, the actual sportsman has to, the coach is there. That person can guide him and give him techniques and all, but the real play has to be done by the individual sportsman.
Right.
But in investing, most of the thing is like you just give the money to the advisor and he will do the things for you. That is the expectation I think everybody has here.
It's a great point you bring. It's a great point that boss मैंने तो check काट दिया अब तेरा काम है, right? बस आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. At the end of it, the responsibility, I understand you're passing the responsibility, but what are the questions you're asking me will define how I react to you. So which is why if I just go back to the previous slide, which is why this fundamental question of आपके goals, what are your dreams? If I know your dreams, then accordingly I will react. If the dreams and the goals and the plans are okay, well defined, then बस 2 साल का market versus 20 साल का market में ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क है. आप मेरे को time और opportunity दो ना एक बारी अपना हुनर दिखाने के लिए. मैं आपको एक example देता हूँ. In this industry, there are mutual funds with 20-year track records, and Navneet runs some of them. There are funds with 20-year track records with a 20% CAGR. Now that is unbelievable. वो नहीं होता है. But investor ही नहीं है कोई उसमें.
Can we define CAGR? Many of them will not
Compounded
understand.
annual growth rate. Meaning 20%. That's almost 80 times, almost close to 100 times your money is grown. But there are no investors in it. The fund has not done anything wrong, boss. Fund ने तो दे दिया उसने, पर कोई था ही नहीं. तो मैं कह रहा हूँ आज 2015 है. अगले 15 साल में आप रहिए, you will enjoy the ride. With 20 इस साल में मार्केट में क्या हुआ है ना, big deal.
I think what
बहुत सारे हैं
Side
अनुराग
पे.
जी.
what he was asking was, is the format of the game is changed.
Yes,
What he said, the role is changed. It is like IPL.
right.
The guy who is holding the team, he makes more money than the player who plays for the team. So he was talking about that.
Sir, I wish that was true in my case. ऐसा मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा है. No, actually, no, I am not saying have patience. No, here is what I am saying. I am not trying to say, boss, your problem will be solved in 2020 or 2030. No, the fundamental point I am making is at least define why you are investing. आप वो तो define कर लो, right? I can be investing for 6 months. So there are friends of mine. I'll give you this example. In 2008, financial crisis, the friends of mine from the financial services who lost their jobs had to pay EMIs, but for some strange reason, this is 3 of them, I know personally 3 of them, they had decided with their advisor that why were they investing in an SIP. वो डिफाइंड था, वो एक बच्चे के लिए था, एक कुछ और के लिए था. सो EMI तक का इशू आ गया था, but they didn't stop their SIP. I'm giving you, and there are millions of examples where SIPs have been stopped after the financial crisis. Who made the money? Just think about it. Who made the money? So my humble request is, we're not at cross purposes here. I am an investor also, as much as you are. And this is our responsibility as money managers, as advisors. The responsibility is to jointly, create a great investment experience. But unfortunately, it happens over decades. Sindhu is 18. She's been doing it for 10 years, sir. तब जाके वो अब पहुंची है. So, they did this exercise. I think couple of AMC said कि हमारे पास 20 साल का track record है. चलो, let's go and celebrate with the investors. वो investor ही नहीं मिला कोई. अगले 20 साल में ये मत होने दीजिए.
Thanks, Karan. Any last question?
If not, if there is no last question, then let's wish this country best of luck for 2016. Yes, sorry.
I'm making an effort to put it in a sport format.
Yes.
So marquee matches are going to be held between which business sectors?
Marquee matches will be held between which business sectors? Where is Navneet? Help me out. My boss always tells me one thing. The business of business is to generate cash. And that is the one fundamental premise which is true for anything. And I think the future is about basics. Simple, basic stuff is the future. And to answer your question, for the next decadal growth in this country, it's all about going back to basics. Because, and I'm not trying to say, let me give you an example. For example, of now, just as an example, I'll take auto ancillaries, autos, two-wheelers. This is at the back of 4, like Navneet was mentioning, 4 bad crops, 2 bad seasons. Imagine if that was to reverse, suddenly the auto revival starts to happen. And we're beginning to see that in two-wheelers, chemicals, back to basics. We're starting to see that. We're starting to see that we've always seen that in pharma. Can I just make one additional point on this? In the last 7 odd years in the world, what has happened is a lot of money has chased very few businesses and they've become very expensive. By definition, weak businesses have actually just lost out. And we just think that for the next 7 years also, that trend's not going to go away. Because the world is a very dangerous place right now. So in other words, I just want to answer this in another way, that cash generating, super strong, rock solid, bulletproof companies will continue to deliver and will be expensive. But they're expensive for a reason. And I think that trend will continue. Okay.
Thank you, Karan, once again.
Thank you.
So can you comment on the future of the commodity stocks like aluminum or steel?
I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea on that bit. I'm not an expert on it. And every time I ask my fund managers, boss, what is happening on oil, they say, don't ask us. So I am not an expert on the commodity cycles. And to that extent, it's not fair on my part to comment. Just one piece I would probably leave you with is, someone did ask a question on oil, which is part of what you're trying to say. The super cycle does not exist any longer. If that answers your question, the super cycle does not exist any longer, which is what had happened with the Chinese growth. whatever you're seeing now is spurts, but the super cycle does not exist, which is in some way reasonably good news for us. So I'll end on that note.
Thanks, Karan, once again.
Sorry. Thank you.
Many times while interacting with my clients, I do say that fit hai to hit hai. And I'm sure, like me, many of you sitting in this room would like to make a start from tomorrow.
Tie your shoelaces.
So काल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में परलय होएगी, बहुरी करेगा कब. And many times in investing, people feel that they have missed the opportunity. They have missed the opportunity. Like you, at times, you miss the opportunity of going to the gym. कभी कभी टाइमिंग करने के चक्कर में मार्केट आगे निकल जाता है, आपका एडवाइज़र आपको बोलता रह जाता है, आप शायद नज़रअंदाज करते हो. तो 2 लाइन उसके लिए भी है कि आछे दिन पाछे गए गुरु सो किया न हेत, अब पछताए होत क्या जब चिड़िया चुग गई खेत. All one needs to have is discipline when it comes to fitness, your health. And similarly, one needs to have disciplined approach when it comes to investments. So wish you all happy investing. Lastly, what we aspire for at Team Azure, one more doha from Kabir. इस साधु आवत देखकर हंसी हमारी देह, माथा का ग्रह उतरा नैनन बड़ा स्नेह. What does that mean? Is when you see us as advisor, you should feel happy, you should feel cheerful कि मेरे पास मेरे सर पे माथा का ग्रह उतरा, मेरे दिमाग में जितना टेंशन है, I'll just pass it on to people coming from Team Azure, whether it's me or whether it's me or Nikhil or Raju bhai or Sanjay or Kamal for that matter, and Mukul Saurabh, कि मैं अपनी मुश्किलें इनको पास ऑन कर दूंगा, because an advisor's role is way beyond money. And believe me, people, some of you must have experienced this in the past. So on this note, I would request Kamal Podar ji to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Datta. And before I sign off, can I request Mr. Bhatia to give a note of thanks?
I would like to thank both the eminent speakers for sharing their wisdom with us. I would also like to thank SBI Mutual Fund and Axis Mutual Fund for their support. The cameraman who is shooting for us, light, sound people for putting the efforts to help us communicate to you. We would also like to thank the venue management people who have helped us give us this beautiful venue. And the most important, a warm thanks to all of you for sharing your valuable Saturday evening time with us, with the hope that you must have gained some value from the small effort from Team Azure. Thank you very much. Please join us for drinks and dinner.